like a political football. I very much hope that the the hold will be lifted so that we can move forward on these nominations. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator. On behalf of the chairman, Senator Gillibrand.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. As you know, the vulnerability equities policy and process establish how the government balances equities and makes determinations regarding the disclosure or retention of newly discovered zero-day vulnerabilities. As we saw in recent reporting about PRC compromise of critical infrastructure in Guam, the PRC is looking to hold our critical infrastructure at risk in the event of a crisis between our countries. How will this increased threat to U.S. infrastructure inform your thinking regarding retention versus disclosure of identified vulnerabilities?
Senator, in my experience, I've worked as part of the VEP process. It's effective at ensuring that there is a really good balance. And if I look at how we approach this in a transparent way, we publish what that looks like as the U.S. government, and then counterbalance that with the law that China has passed and how they're thinking and mandating each company having to turn over every vulnerability directly to the People's Republic of China and their cyber actors. Certainly, we're taking a very transparent, balanced approach versus an information control approach.
You recently commanded the 16th Air Force, which executes the Air Force's cyber missions. The 16th Air Force has entered into a range of cooperative research and development agreements with public and private entities to advance its cyber missions. As a commander, what did these agreements offer you, and how did they advance our nation's cybersecurity?
Senator, the cooperative nature of them really help both sides of each of those partnerships. An example of those, we really looked in particular at things that would have been threats to our bases, in particular the electrical systems that were on our bases. So allowing us to do cooperative research with academia and with industry to be able to think about those threats internally as they also then applied that research to be a part of our nation's response.
Section 1502 of the fiscal year 23 NDAA requires an annual report on the support Cyber Command receives from the military services. We've had several hearings on this to see which services are providing personnel, which ones are having challenges. Will you commit to being direct and candid with Congress in your 1502 reports and working to ensure that those are submitted on time each year? And will you make recommendations to this committee about how to make sure you have the complement of cyber warriors that you need to complete your missions?
Yes, Senator.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator. On behalf of the chair, before I close the committee session, General, I want to thank you again for your service. Thank you to your family, which has been very much appreciated and observed today.